This lecture is a very important lecture for students pursuing for UGC NET paper 1, and this talks about a closer look onto the institutions which were established before independence of India. Now to understand it better, we have divided it into 4 zones: west, east, north and south. So we'll understand the universities which and the colleges that came in before independence in each of these areas. So in eastern India, the major ones were Presidency College, established back in 1817 as Hindu College, and some of the major figures were Raja Ram Mohan Roy, David Here and Radhakant Dev from Presidency College. The next was Serampore College, established in 1818, and major figures were William Carey, William Ward from this, and this is considered to be one of the oldest continuously operating colleges of India. The next is University of Kolkata. It was also established before independence in 1857. The major idea was the Wood's Dispatch, that was very important, and it became the first institution in Asia to have multidisciplinary Western aligned education system. The next is Vishwa Bharati, again in Shantiniketan, West Bengal, established in 1921. The founder was Rabindranath Tagore, and it was to take learning beyond barriers in classrooms. So that was on a different aspect that learning was initiated. Coming on to the west, 2 important colleges: Deccan College in Pune, established in 1821, and this was with the help of British government, started by Peshwa Bajirao II for specifically Sanskrit learning at that time. And then University of Mumbai at Mumbai, 1857. This was again with the University of Kolkata, established at the same time. This was again in accordance to the Wood's Dispatch, and this was a formal directive which was given from the East India Company at that time. In the northern India, we have IIT Roorkee, established in 1847. It was initially a college of civil engineering. Sir James Thomson was one of the major proponents here. The next is AMU, Aligarh Muslim University, founded in 1875 as Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was the major founder and propounder of the university. Then was Allahabad University, 1887. So Allahabad University, 1887, and this grew out as grew out from the Muir Central College, as it was called, established by William Muir. So again, this was by the British establishment at that time. BHU, Banaras Hindu University, established in Varanasi, 1906. The major founder was Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, with the contribution of Dr. Annie Besant and Maharaja of Darbhanga at that time. Rameshwar Singh Bahadur was the Maharaja of Darbhanga. Then is Jamia Millia, New Delhi. Now this was established in 1920. Some of the major figures from Jamia Millia at that time were Zakir Hussain. You had Muhammad Ali Zohar, Hakim Ajmal Khan as some of the important founders. Coming to the south, it was University of Madras. This was again established in 1857. At the time with Mumbai University and Calcutta University. University of Chennai was the one which is now called as University of Madras, again through the Wood's Dispatch. IISc Bangalore, a brainchild of C.V. Raman, and this was in partnership with the Maharaja of Mysore at that time in efforts with Jamshedji Tata. This was established in 1909. Then was the University of Mysore. University of Mysore, 1906. This was established by the Maharaja of Mysore, Krishna Raja Wadiyar, and this was the first university to be established outside the domain of British administration during that time in India. So those were some of the notable institutions before independence in India. Now, as we saw, some of the breakthrough pioneer institutions from that time were IISc with Jamshedji Tata and Maharaja of Mysore, Vishwa Bharati, a brainchild of Rabindranath Tagore, taking education beyond the barriers and classrooms, AMU by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, specifically leading for for education among Muslim community and blending tradition and progress and bringing in westernization in the education system. So those were some of the basic aspects that we have understood. Highly important topic for your UGC NET paper 1. Of course, similar topics and other lectures we have covered in depth in the complete postal course. So stay tuned for more updates from our side. Stay subscribed. Thanks for joining in.